See, guys, like we said, the next match is coming up shortly. We're into the round 2. We're in round 2 for the North American. I'm all over the place right now. What do? It's the EU Challenger Cup Week 4. We're in round 2. ASES Club facing off against SixSigma. We got it. There we go. I got it.
SixSigma did pretty well for themselves last week. This week, though, they're up against ASES Club in the earlier rounds. ASES Club ranked 3rd at the moment. Didn't have a great week themselves last week, but they're going to be an interesting game to see in round 2. Winners of this will probably go up against either Wolves Esports or Flash Gaming. We'll find out how that one plays out. But for now, we're currently citing picks and bans here. Giannis and Circuit. Giannis ban. Unusual.
Yeah. The rest of the band's looking pretty standard with the Anher, Thor, and Circuit. But other than that, yeah, it's, to be honest, a bit of an unusual one. I'm guessing it's maybe a little bit of a targeted ban. Someone has been playing a heck of a lot of it on the side of SixSigma, perhaps. But they're going to go for that quick Bastet lock, and I'm still eating my words yesterday when I said Bastet wasn't getting picked all that much lately. All day yesterday, and looking like it's going to be a lot today.
Well, Bastet was first picked. In response, SixSigma went with Poseidon and Athena. Athena, one of the top pick supports, although, in fairness, a lot of people seem to be realizing that Sylvanus is ridiculously strong at the moment. Give him a Lotus Crown in the mid-late game. He's an unkillable machine that will also make the rest of the team unkillable too. So, cause a few issues for them. And talking about Sylvanus, being hovered on by ASES Club right now.
And maybe channel your inner Aurora and get grab after grab after grab after grab after grab after grab after grab. You can set up massive plays. And of course, with the Wrath of Terra as well, you have that Blink Wrath of Terra, big, huge initiation, potentially catching a whole lot of people out. Plus a lot of damage. They were hovering over that Vulcan for a while, and Vulcan will get locked in. Production things will actually be on the picks and ban screen here. Go me.
Go you. You're having a great day so far.
I am. I really am. Yeah, Vulcan getting locked in. He kind of fell off the face of the earth when they changed his magma bomb a little bit. He's still just as powerful as he was, and there's a couple matchups to do a little bit better against him overall. But I was very surprised that he fell off as bad as he did, and people just kind of stopped playing him. So I'm expecting big things. I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to be top damage in this game by quite a large margin. We'll have to see if ASES Club can actually pull that one off.
We will indeed. Pick some Caliban phase goes on. Artemis gets taken away by ASES Club. I guess that could. I mean, that shot at the Artemis there is interesting because like Cupid's available, Shibalonke is available, Anher's available, and they went with Artemis, which is strange to me. Is that going to be a Vulcan AD carry potentially? That's a possibility that's going through my head now with that Artemis ban. It just doesn't make that much sense to ban the Artemis there. That's my only concern. I guess they worried about the hyper carry in the later stages. That's why they banned it. But Shibalonke is still on the table. Rama's just been picked up. Shibalonke could be picked up here. Ask Cupid, and you could go further down the list, and Ul was banned away as well by SixSigma, so he's not going to be available. Might go for the safe option with Neith as well. Super sustain lane is available for ASES Club if they so chose to do that.
Was it ASES Club last week who played Apollo?
Yes, maybe yes, maybe no. But Ojo Boom is currently hovering over Shibalonke. He's quickly changed that over to Neith, and that's the super sustain lane I was just talking about. Unravel plus Wisps equal nobody ever dies on the side of ASES Club in that duo lane unless something crazy happens. I've been against Athena Rama, that's unlikely to happen. Plus Neith's matchup against Rama is very, very much in her favour. The Unravel always reduces attack speed. Don't forget Rama can steroid himself, but when you've got lower attack speed, there's not a whole lot you can do. And Roots can cause you to have to roll away as well, so it can cause a few issues. And Chronos was the last pick up there, probably going to be played by Warchi there in that solo lane. Warchi seen as the hero of the Spanish community, and he's a very, very good player to match.
Oh, much like last game, we saw Habwa getting picked into, or rather, getting picked and counterpicked by that Fenrir, and once again, that's going to be what we're seeing, SixSigma locking themselves in that Fenrir. It's going to be a kind of similar game to last time. Chronos, aside from his rewind, really doesn't have any big mobility, no outright. I'm going to move from point A to point B very, very rapidly. He can use the accelerate and move a little bit more quickly, but Fenrir can use that brutalized latch on, do a whole bunch of damage, and plop himself back in range to continue that assault by him. So Chronos is going to have to be very, very careful in that lane matchup that he doesn't get caught out too far away from his tower. He'll have that get out of jail free with the rewind once level 5 does hit, but it'll be interesting to see. Time stop works pretty well. You can kind of stop Fenrir from chasing, attacking. I think it's a little bit more of a favorable matchup than we would have called the Habwa Fenrir matchup last game, but Chronos still has to be very careful.
Yeah, he does. I mean, the one thing about SixSigma this week is last week they had a different roster. A few little changes have gone through here. Stevie BCP seems to be back in the solo lane for them. They don't have Sir Duckbot in the AD carry role, and you'll see D Mr. Muscle, which is just Deku in disguise, guys. Just so you know, that's just Deku. And we all know Deku, and you probably blocked him on Twitter, just like everybody always does. Anyway, we'll be right back with this game. SixSigma up against ASES Club. As these guys load in, we'll bring you all the live action.
Alright, hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's ASES Club facing off against SixSigma in the round 2 matchup for the European Challenger Cup Week 4. I'm Poseidon, here once again with the one, the only Hindu man.
Yep, I misspoke earlier. I thought Stevie Beefy was going to be in the solo lane. Actually, he's going to be taking up the Hunter role to cover for Sir Duckbot. And that's going to leave D Mr. Proper. I'm not sure who that used to be. I apologize to him for not actually recognizing what his old name used to be. But that's what happens when you randomly name change to random stuff that doesn't make much sense. But that's the name of it. ASES Club up against SixSigma in this one. No early invasions coming out this time round. There's no Elo Fisher strategy on the table. ASES Club seeded 3rd. And will they be able to continue winning ways and move themselves on, get themselves back into the semi-finals like they have been minimum the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, they do know right now that some guys in SixSigma are kind of sitting in a bit of an odd spot. They'll have time to go back to the buff camp, but it looks like they are going to be looking for that early game invade. Batz, Fenrir, that's a lot of potential bursts onto somebody if they manage to land that combo. We'll see what Warchi and Delio put points into it. It's going to be a time rift and a razor whip, and they're both down already as they look for this invade. Warchi taking a lot of damage, brutalized, latching on to him. He's going to be able to get back to his tower. They turn their attention now to Delio. The invade was successful, or it was not successful, excuse me, the buff was taken by Bastet, while on the other side, SixSigma kind of just left to kind of just roam back to lane, look to pick up some minions, and then get their damage, their own buffs online here in just a little bit.
Didn't work out. Didn't work out at all. They put some damage on Warchi, but he's got a health potion ticking. He's back to full health already, and he's also going to hit level 2 ahead of SixSigma. So this invasion has not worked out well for them at all. They're going to be behind in experience for a little while. There's a potential for an invade from Bastet now, and Chronos is going to hit level 2 off the next 2 minions.
Yeah, but otherwise, things going kind of evenly with Vulcan. Getting a little bit of damage from that Whirlpool. Going to answer some back. Is he maxing the turret or backfire? We can't quite tell yet. 1 point in each. Going back a little bit, Season 1 is kind of the trade-off. The discussion with Vulcan was, do you max the turret first, or do you go for the backfire for the wave clear? Or even the magma bomb for wave clear. I think some people go in that route. There's some options with Vulcan. It'll be interesting to see how he skills up. And Poseidon a little bit more, just max the Whirlpool.
There's always options with what you want to do on Vulcan. The difference is, though, he's up against Poseidon. He's got to make sure he doesn't drop the turret in Whirlpool. Also, remember that if you're in Whirlpool, you can't backfire, so you've got to be very, very careful about that, the cripple effects. Nice damage from Warchi coming out onto Mr. Proper on this left, right on lane, sorry. Very low hearts to brutalize away. The bleed is going to get applied. That might be the first blood of the game. DM Proper is going to go down, or DMR Proper, or Fenrir, as we'll just continue calling him for now. Stevie's under a bit of pressure into the left-hand lane as Ojo Boom and Enmei pushed him under the tower.
Mid lane, things going fairly even over there right now. Archangel doing a pretty good job of avoiding any damage from the Whirlpool, keeping those turrets placed off to the side. Unfortunately, the lane is quite is narrow enough that you can take out the turret at the same time of the wave in the case of Poseidon.
And this is what happens when you invade and it goes wrong. You lose your own speed buff in the jungle. You're offset by over a level now between the enemy team, especially when your first blood goes down as well in that lane. So Warchi is going to have an easy time up against this Fenrir now. I don't think he's going to have many issues. And Bastet going to hit level 5 very quickly, very, very soon indeed, actually. This wave should actually probably ding him over, and that means they can look for early aggression on Poseidon and get a kill there too.
Indeed, Razor Whip's only going to find some minions. Magma Bomb hitting down for damage, clearing out the wave quite quickly. Poseidon's still going to have a little bit of issue. The Whirlpool is good, but otherwise it's going to be a little bit of a standoff here. They're heading back to the jungle to pick up some back harpies in just a moment. This is the second game in a row. Fenrir has been picked into a mage, and things have not gone too well. You know, you touched on invading against the Bastet, especially not working out too well, because all she has to do is pounce over the wall, use the fist, hand of the gods, steal the buff away, and go straight back out.
The invade was good, but they went for the kill over the buff, and they didn't time it very well, and that's what screwed them overall in the lane, in the steal. And with them getting the experience, they didn't find the kill on either of them, so they didn't make it a fair trade where they got experience out of it or put somebody behind. So they gave up the buff, didn't find the invade, then went into lane, behind in lane, got picked, and then they lost the speed buff too. So swings and roundabouts, but the mid harpies are about to spawn in 5 seconds time. We'll see the rotations coming out level 5 online for this Bastet. In a minute, it's about to ding level 5 too, but they're going to go for the safe option and just take these right-hand harpies. They're just happy enough with what they've got so far. They're not going to look for any over-aggression just yet.
Yeah, especially with Steefy Beefy having rotated over from that dual lane. Would have been a little bit of a rough one to contest the left side Harpies. No ultimates were online. Wrath of Terror was not yet available, but Poseidon had the Kraken, and who was it? Batz also had the Fear No Evil already at that point. So with the lack of ultimates, it would have been pretty risky to try and contest over those Harpies. Over in the solo lane once again, Mr. Proper sitting. You know, he has his hat. He looks all stylish and suave, but he just really can't go out. He's stuck at home by his tower.
Stuck under his tower for the most part. We'll see if we get more rewinds coming online, or stasis modes as we will call them, every single time he uses his ultimate now, just to mix things up a little bit. Back copies are being done by Bastet right now. She's already been back. She's not been back to base just yet. Sorry, I should say. Has 1,600 gold in inventory, so we'll probably see that going back soon. Right side though, Warchi's been pulled under the tower by Ragnarok. He's in a bit of trouble here. He's going to go down. Stasis mode was activated, but it didn't actually want to go off that time. That makes a difference for EU. Left hand side though, Steefy's trading off with OJ Boom. Not going to see much more action there though. For there might be a bit more of a potential for fights.
Yeah, the Unravel is going to help OJ Boom very much stay up nice and healthy. He has that life steal as well from the Devourer's Gauntlets. It's only 3 health per shot, but you know, over the course of how many auto attacks we've seen to clear this wave out, it's a lot. Steefy Beefy has that astral arrows to hit multiple guys at a time. He's considered one of the better wave clear gods still, but up against Neith, not really in the same. They're not really even in the same ballpark comparing the two wave clears. Neith just so effective at it.
Oh, Hombast's looking for the invade in the jungle, but we're not going to find anything available from there. People's already down. Bastet's already in mid lane, soaking the experience up. And this is the time where the jungle's got a little bit of an issue. I think we would like to see Mr. Crunchy going for the red buff right now. Just drop that down for himself, ready for his speed and blue coming back up. Farm the jungle a little bit more, but they're looking for Warchi on the right side again. And it looks like Warchi's going to go down again. There's the ultimate coming out from the Will Weaver. Can Bastet make this one happen? The Vulcan ultimate! Oh, he pounced out of it nicely. Did not pounce out of it. Somersaulted out of it. The cats are online though. There's a Meatball Mariana coming your way. But the cats have already been cleared down and they're not going to find the kill, unfortunately, in response to Warchi's death.
They were looking for the counter kill, but unfortunately we're so close to getting it, but just could not secure that last little bit of damage onto them. Vulcan ultimate is an absolutely great one. It's a ton of damage, especially the range it was shot at. That probably would have gotten the kill while he still had almost half his health on his bar. But unfortunately, like you said, when you can just leap straight on out of it when it's about to hit, it's not quite that useful. Later on in the team fight, it'll be a big zoning tool, as well as whoever does get hit by it, it's going to do an absolute ton of damage to them later on. But for now, situations like that is kind of just going to be a, well, did you already use your escape? No, well, you got away. If you did, well, you're probably going to get hit by it because you can't get away otherwise.
Well, with how the game's gone so far, the experience in gold is pretty much even right now. You can see a small lead for ASES Club, but the speed's coming up and that'll even things up for the most part. Just because that buff's not been taken down. But Warchi going aggressive on this right-hand side here. Going to get caught out of position. Activate stasis mode. Rewinds himself back to the safety of his minion wave. Not going to go any more aggressive than that for now. You're going to be able to continue to farm up on that side. Mid-Harpy spawning and ASES Club looking for the rights. Yep.
Speed buff getting picked up by SixSigma this time. Not in a position of still away. Bastet, unfortunately, waiting for these Harpies to come back up. 2 members of SixSigma, though, are looking to contest. This will be a 2v3 fight. If they look for Poseidon rotating over as well, we might have the first full-on team fight. There's Wrath of Terror coming out. Warchi pick up the kill on the Fenrir over in that right lane as the fight is on. There's the Earthshaker coming in. Good damage. But Athena going to be running for her life right now. Deli in the back, caught by the Fenrir, the World Weaver from across the map for a decent bit of damage. They did not have the follow-up. Vulcan's out of mana right now.
He is out of mana, but he's trying to chase out for one backfire. Not going to find it on Crunchy, who jukes out nicely. The auto attack does land for the slow effect of Vulcan's passive, but not going to find anything else. Watch, he can't rotate over in time. Maybe he'll tower dive this, though. Not going to find it.
Not going to go for it. I think if Rewind had been back up and available, he might have considered it a little bit more heavily, but he should be able to pick up this tower in the right lane. Maybe not. Minion's not quite in position. It'll be close call. Mr. Proper's already on his way back. Warchi's actually not going to stay around looking for the damage. Head back to base himself. For now, though, I mean, that team fight was a bit of a wash back and forth. It was a little messy. They had a little. They really weren't able to confirm the damage when they actually locked people down. Yeah.
No one died. The only person that died was the Fenrir over in the solo lane for Warchi. Warchi picking up that kill. And with that, because he managed to do that, they accelerated their experience and gold lead there because they managed to get some free extra experience from the left-hand side, though. Bit of engagement onto Neith over here. Not going to be taunting just yet. There's a backflip coming out, and that's going to be disengages. Sylvanus rotates around and going to throw out some wisps.
Yeah, Steve got caught by the arrow. Up in the Astral Barrage already. They're going to wait for him to drop back on down. 2 shots of 3 did connect. If Cinnamir rather can actually find a grab, find a verdant growth, but they were both on cooldown. Nature actually the grab was available. He didn't look for it. Kind of maybe a little odd. I don't know. Gold Fury plays around with the Vulcan turret, but otherwise, rotation's coming out, but nothing really to be found yet again. Both these teams, they have a lot of vision, and they're responding very cautiously. They see that rotation come out, they immediately disengage. They don't want to commit too heavily to a fight as of yet, because this game is very, very close for the moment.
Yeah, I mean, the volatile lane is actually the solo lane right now. It's the most volatile between the two. Look at the kills at the moment. Both junglers impacting on that as well. So that's where you're going to be looking for the action for the most part for the time being. Crackers haven't been really on point right now. The first cracker of the game was used and didn't really connect to those mid-harpies. But ASES Club find themselves with this small lead for the time being. They're just going to continue this pressure. Bastet's looking right-hand side for Fenrir. Again, we might see a gank itself with a Well-Weaver.
Ragnarok going to be used for that crowd control immunity. Going to be safe under the tower. They're not going to follow up on that one, but Ragnarok will be on cooldown for a little over a minute. Mid lane fight coming out as well. Mr. Crunchy low on health. Monkey bouncing around. Vulcan looking to secure this kill. Backfire plus a turret shot.
Nice.
Get that one. Finally a fight. Bring actually a kill to the board as Bastet looks for more.
Well, she is looking for more. She's going to put the cat bleed onto the Poseidon. The cats are chasing down. I don't think they're going to find the kill, though, as the tower does the last wing to the last one. But look at this. The Gold Fury's already been started. As Warchi's going aggressive under the tower there. Archangel's going to find the kill with a backfire, but now Warchi's going to rotate around with the rest of his teammates and look to bring down this Gold Fury to give ASES Club a nice lead.
Yep, Wrath of the Gods wasn't available for SixSigma. If they got in range, they could look to contest it and steal it away, but ASES Club brought it down before they were able to get over that side of the map. So Gold Fury plus was that a pair of kills? Pair of kills? Or kill. A kill or two plus the Gold Fury. ASES Club just got themselves a nice little lead, sitting about 3,500 gold up.
Well, mid-camp's due to spawn any second, both flashing. Right ones are spawned, left ones any second now. You can always see Archangel and Warchi rotating around there to pick the right ones up. Left one's still standing. They've been going to SixSigma all game long. But they might be contested this time round, though. Not so sure. As SixSigma have rotated right to look for them. Going to find them, they're not available. And everyone's going to go back to factory settings, apart from Warchi and Fenrir fighting again.
Yeah, Brutalized came out for a bit of damage there. Warchi under his tower. Fenrir not want to die this time. The rewind was available. He didn't have the Ragnarok himself to actually just grab onto Warchi and drag him back out to his death. So for now, a bit of a wash over there. Although Chronos, Warchi is doing a lot of damage to that tower. Left alone for another minion wave to it. That tower will fall. It'll be the first tower of the game to drop, possibly. Taking a peek down at the items as well right now, you can see a little bit of discrepancy start coming out. Bastet's a bit ahead of Sun Wukong. Neith is a bit ahead of Stacks, with Stacks about 15-20 up over Steefy Beefy. So ASES Club, not only do they have the gold lead right now, but you can start to see a bit of an item discrepancy coming on the back of it.
Yeah, a bit of discrepancy. It will happen as the game goes on, and backwards and forwards. Chronos putting it online for Vulcan in the mid lane. Not something we've seen as much of in Season 2, but it does give you a cooldown reduction and mana regen as well, so he's going to be fine for that. Be interesting to see where he heads with his build next, because he'll be looking for some penetration soon, I suspect. But left hand side, an engagement put out from Poseidon with that great Kraken, but it mostly goes to the wayside thanks to a good beads and backflip coming out from Neith. Batz is on the rotation over as well, but it looks like the World Weaver is going to connect and take down the muscle, also known as Deku. And now with the Fenrir Weaver Monkey around, is he going to get himself out of position? Nope, he's going to retreat back to the safety of his tower. There's a Vulcan ultimate though.
Astral Barrage going to be channeled in a nick of time up in the air. Delia looking to apply some damage. Catcall drop down as well as the bleed. Will it be enough right now? The cat's going to be removed. Enemy does get the kill using that verdant growth as 4 members now of ASES Club are standing off against 2. This could be an opportunity to push down this left side tower. Warchi got the right hand tower, forced Mr. Proper back as well, and there's 2 low health guys still sitting there for SixSigma as Delia's looking to rotate around the back. Can he get there in time? No.
Well, Athena's come back to defend, but in doing so, she may have set herself up to die once again. Declaw was used on the backside, looking for this Poseidon, not going to find the bleed though. They're trying to push down this tower as much as they can. Athena goes in with a 3-man taunt, but has she got anything else to follow it up? No, nobody else is here. She's slowly getting poked down. This tower's being chipped away. Right inside, Warchi has taken down the tower. Will Athena live? I highly doubt it now.
She will not. The tower will fall as well. As a good verdant growth coming out from Inmir right there. That set up Bastet to come in with the pounce and secure the kill. Overall, a number of extra kills, 3 more kills, plus a pair of towers for ASES Club. Their gold lead just shot up to about 6,000, and more cheer than that soul is already. He's looking to go back to base, but not before he put a bit of extra poke onto Fenrir. Did he put a point in that seething hell? He did, so he's going to have a little bit of sustain, unlike that last match.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I need to check in with all the players of Fenrir and solo lane because I expected them to be maxing Seething Howl just for the free physical power plus the lifesteal to sustain themselves in lane. But it seems a lot of them are just going for the burst damage from the Unchained. I mean, it's great scaling, obviously. And Brutalize, great wave clear ability as well. So I'm surprised that we don't see Seething Howl more just for the extra power. But it looks like maybe I'm wrong with that case. But it's 7-2 right now for ASES Club. Mid Harpies are currently down. Right one is due to spawn very soon, though. 7,500 experience lead for ASES Club, a 5,000 gold lead. Things are looking good for them right now.
Without a doubt, mid Harpies on the right-hand side going to be going over to ASES Club. Left side Harpies a little bit more delayed on that spawn. You saw SixSigma just back away from that, realizing, maybe we're a little off in this timing as they clear a wave and head back over. Sylvanus and Vulcan are nearby. They might look to chuck something over the wall and steal it away, but I imagine it's the hand of the gods at the ready to make sure to secure that. There it gets dropped down. Then you have a chance to look to contest that one. But SixSigma will be backing off quite quickly, as there's a lot of guys of ASES Club heading over to the middle of the map right now.
I just have to be a little bit careful though, because if Athena does get a really good taunt off, the Fear No Evil into Kraken combo is very, very destructive force for them. So they can try and get themselves back into the SixSigma, not completely out of this one yet. I think it's going to come down to the next goal fury of whether this game's just going to continue to snowball in ASES Club favour, or if SixSigma can turn this one around. They have the damage potential in team fights with their ultimates to just be able to pull something off, but it's trying to find the right engagement.
Without a doubt. We're about 13 minutes, almost 14 minutes into this matchup right now. Looking at the items, you can start, like we touched a little bit on that discrepancy earlier. It's a Jotun's Wrath compared to a Mace. It's an Ichval compared to a short bow. There's some big stuff coming online. One of the big things in the near future will likely be those sovereignties coming online. That'll be a pretty big little timing moment for ASES Club with that sovereignty aura for extra magical protection. Will make a pretty big difference in the team fights. An extra maybe 10-15% or so damage reduction from magical damage for the team in the middle of a fight. This works out pretty well, but with nobody inside from SixSigma, a couple guys are going back to base. They're looking for Gold Fury right now. And
they are looking for the gold. The gold's going to go very, very quickly as well. Poseidon's not even in range yet. Athena's actually holding on to Poseidon, who's another target she probably wanted. She probably wanted the home Batz. Here's an engagement though. The Gold Fury's already gone down, and now it looks like the big Wombo's come out, but it's not doing that much damage, and it's actually ASES Club with the Neith of Ojo Boom going to clean up a double and just accelerate that even further into ASES Club favour.
Yeah, it was a little scattered. They brought Athena in with the Defender of Olympus onto Poseidon. They got in the middle of that. It was a good Kraken, but the follow-up, like you said, it was all about that Fear No Evil into the Kraken setup. But the Fear No Evil, it spreads people out if you place it wrong. They got pushed out from the center of that the Kraken. The Kraken didn't find the knockups you want. I believe it also does less damage on the edges. So it's like less damage, no knockup. A big part of that big upfront Wombo combo burst was just not there in that fight. And that just allowed them to clean up. Wrath Terror came out from Inamir, and all the damage coming in. Neith got herself a double.
You guys ever done? Now they're trying to take down the tier 2 tower left. Only Athena and Rama here to defend. Athena's going to go in, look for the taunt. Pounced away though from the Bastet. The disengage happens for now, but Vulcan hanging around in the wings.
He's going to drop a little poke back and forth. Turret's going to be shooting some people around as well. I like the way ASES Club are playing this match as well. They have the lead. They really haven't been taking the jungle buffs quite so much. SixSigma have been on top of those, getting there as soon as they spawn and taking them for themselves. But ASES Club, not deterred, they're finding these kills and saying, you know what? Even if we can't find a kill because you're at your tower, we'll just group up at your tower and start doing damage to the tower itself. We saw that a couple minutes ago. We kind of saw it right there as well, but with everyone still alive, it's like, we have a whole bunch of gold in a wallet. We may as well go buy some nice shiny new toys and then look to do it again here in just about a minute or two. And with Mid Harpies up right now, they have an objective to go look to contest and fight over. And with the lead, they might seriously look to fight him rather than just letting one go.
I'm liking the look of ASES Club right now. I mean, to be honest, when this came on the scene, everyone just thought Warchi was going to be the only carry on the team, and it was all about Warchi. But Warchi's been focused in this game, and the rest of the team have rallied. None of them have died in this team whatsoever yet. They're doing a very good performance for themselves, and they're actually abusing the fact that Warchi is the focused target. There was big gank potentials on him a couple of times in this solo lane, and when they've done that, they've managed to abuse the situation and try and make other things happen on the map.
So, the Sacred Monk, I actually believe, just stole away those left side Harpies from ASES Club. The left side did go to Vulcan. He used that Magma Bomb backfire combo to take those away. But again, immediately, they took the Harpies. Nothing really else to do. They're kind of roaming around, just waiting, biding their time. Actually, Bastet looking for a little bit of going 1v1 with Fenrir. Ragnarok is out, but the cats are doing a lot, and we'll find the kill for Delio.
The beads were good from Daylo there. He managed to pounce straight afterwards to make sure he avoided as much damage as possible, put damage back on, and picks up the kill for himself. Fenrir with the lazy Batz getting caught slightly out of position. Kraken though in the jungle at the moment. Astro Barrage is online, trying to fire snipes down. Not a lot of damage coming out of them though. You're hitting a target as well. There is a big tanky tree on the front line. It's going to cause us some issues. This should be in a disengage coming out here though.
Archangel got caught dead to rights. He was just flat out caught in that left side jungle. They dumped everything on him all at once. He just hit Aegis and took none of the damage from any of it. He ate a Kraken, a Whirlpool, a Tidal Surge, the Athena shield wall. Who else? The Batz, I think, used the overhand smash as well. He's sitting at about 85% health right now.
to Aegis everything.
Yep.
Well, pressure once again being applied to mid lane here a little bit. Vulcan hanging around the corner here is Archangel looking for an opportunity. Meanwhile though, what's going on in solo lane? Wachi split pushing to victory now that Fenrir is dead. Nobody rotated over to defend this lane. Wachi's going to find himself a free tower.
He is 1 or 2 more hits, just trying to get around the monkey. There it goes. Now we can look to actually apply some damage back onto Batz. As Batz is saying, okay, I want nothing else to do with this one right now. I'm going to go ahead and back off. But the rest of the ASES Club right now, in that left lane, taking the second tier 2. Back-to-back tier 2s, that's a lot of extra gold. And yeah, 3,000 gold between the two of them. Their lead just shot up over 10k.
Yeah, nice, effective use of them for themselves. Right inside though, you're going to see Wachi stealing away some back harpies. God Fury currently down at the moment. They've got some jungle available to themselves, but it looks like ASES Club going to try and apply pressure to the mid lane now. We've got a little bit of Chronos rewind mode happening right now as we do the little can through the jungle.
Yeah, just kind of running in place, seeing what's going on. Not much going on right now.
Check out the crabs.
Yeah.
Always check the crabs. Are they moving?
They are.
See how the crabs move? That's hacks, right? How can the crabs on the beach move and nothing else can? Doesn't make sense to me. Doesn't make sense. Have you seen the fighting crab yet? You saw the fighting crab last week, right?
The dancing crabs. No, a fight. They feel like they're dancing. I think they're either dancing or having a fight. It's one of the two.
Oh, we're back in. Action underway. ASES Club decided they're going to head over for the Fire Giant here for this time round. Rama on the other side of the map trying to close the gap quickly. It looks like SixSigma have a sixth sense about this one right now, as they're going to be heading over here to try and defend it, but we might get a fight.
This is the perfect play from ASES Club. They either get a free Fire Giant or they force a fight out of these guys. They want to fight over whatever they possibly can. Warch taking a lot of damage over the right lane right now, though. Sneaker Scrub answering back quite well. 3-man Wrath terrifies a lot. Earthshaker coming as well. Stevie Beefy going to get in the air just in time. Fenrir forced to jump back over the wall. The fight's very scattered right now, but as soon as he dropped back down from the sky, Ojaboom found that kill onto Stevie.
They find the kill, but they're still trying to chase for more. Looking for Poseidon mid lane, not going to find him. Round the back, though, is going Vulcan. Archangel going to chase round for this one. They might be able to find him with a meatball Mariana into a full wombo. The turret does not do any damage because he gets taken out immediately. Finno Evil gets hit, though, on the backside. They're trying to bring down the Vulcan, but the time stop was huge from Wachi. He's going to find the auto attack, too, to bring him down, but the chase is on. Brutalized Aegis nicely from Archangel to survive, but here comes Athena to secure the kill. But will Fenrir survive himself?
Nah, it looks like he has resigned himself to his fate. No, maybe not. Changed his mind. Stand still for a second, but Unchained back on out of that one. They got the kill. Warchi cleaned up.
Got the kill. Meanwhile, Neith in mid lane trying to take down the tower. Athena trying to body block the best of her ability to keep him alive. There's a crack into the face. Backflipped away from now to avoid the damage and trying to apply the pressure on. Unravel comes out to heal herself back up, and she's just going to dance in the spot and do a little bit of a boogie for us once again.
That little pool floaty is having a grand old time here.
That's scary. That pool floaty is that's crazy. It's madness.
See, I mean, that was like the perfect play from ASES Club. They forced the Fire Giant out. If SixSigma just say, you know what, we'll give it to you, they get themselves a free Fire Giant. If they try and stop you, they do exactly what they did. We leave the Fire Giant alone. We turn around and look for the fight. They went 1 for 2 in that one so far. They're looking for that mid lane tier 2. It's down to about a third of its health. Ojaboom has reinforcements coming in nearby. He survived that Kraken once again from Argonath, using the backflip to do so. With Wisp coming out right now as well, mid Harpies are up, the Gold Fury is up. There's more options for ASES Club on the table to just continue forcing SixSigma to say, well, do we let you take the objectives or do we fight you? And right now, SixSigma, they need to farm, they need to catch themselves back up, but they can't. At the same time, ASES Club have so many options. They go, we can take this objective, we can take this one, we can take this one. And SixSigma on our spot, well, we have to do something about it, and we can't win when we try to fight you, when we try to stop you.
Yeah, it's going to be a rough game for SixSigma to get themselves back into now. They've only got that tier 2 tower remaining in the mid lane. It's already below half HP. Gold Fury is available, Fire Giant's available, and I don't really think they can fight them. They have to look for a steal more than anything else. It's going to be up to Deku to try and steal that one away, but he's got to get himself in position to do so before they're really going to stand a chance. At the moment, though, it's not looking good for the boys of SixSigma. The Fire Giant has been cleared of wards right now by SixSigma, though, by the monkey in the jungle, Mr. Crunchy. He's going to go over and clear that. And the Gold Fury's been dropped, though.
Those mid Harpies going to ASES Club as well as they look to start scattering up. I imagine we're going to see more wards getting picked up. ASES Club going to be looking to force that Fire Giant and basically just do a repeat of what they did just a minute or two ago. There's some big items online again, Sovereignty as well as that Heart Word pendant for Inamir. That means the entire team essentially has a multi-potion running constantly when they are nearby him. That mana per 5 on the Heart Word is just spectacular for your team. So many gods, their biggest issue is the fact they have mana problems. Bastet, she has that Transcendence, which helps, but that MP5 from that Heart Ward is going to be an absolute blessing for Delio.
Yeah, pretty much everyone's a full item ahead right now, and you can see that in terms of builds right now. On the boys of ASES Club, they're abusing the situation well. They might be able to try and pick off this Athena, who just preemptive striked away after clearing the ward out, but she'll get back to safety for the time being. Got to be careful, because Watchy's behind you here, and she may find the pick.
Indeed, the collapsing and immediately looking for the fight. Dr. Muscle, Mr. Muscle rather, getting picked up by Warchi, trying to get back in this, trying to do something as Mr. Crunchy leaps off the wall, trying to get away. Fenrir will drop down, not going to have much. There's the Earthshaker, gonna not find any damage yet again, but the zoning was good. Dalo finds a kill on Mr. Crunchy. It's 2-0 so far. They're trying to, Steefy's trying to find one. Will answers back, but he's not in a good spot.
Stevie did a really good job then, but I think he's going to go down in this fight to Warchi just at the end of this one. Over the wall, though, has come Mr. Proper, and he might be able to pick up a kill, but it's going to be really rough because they're all on full health. Mr. Muscle loves the jobs you hate. Well, the job he had there was to clear the ward, and it got him picked. And in doing so, I think this is going to be a pretty much clean-up for all the boys of ASES Club in this fight, and then we'll probably see them rotate over to the Fire Giant, or just take the Phoenix and right first.
Yeah, respawn times... The Phoenix is definitely an option. I don't think they'll be able to end it as of yet. It's sitting about 35-second respawn times, with the tower still standing and 2 other Phoenixes. The Titan's going to die fairly slowly this early on in the matchup. But Phoenix into a Fire Giant is definitely a real possibility. That Tier 2 tower is also looking nice and juicy. Won't be too difficult to finish killing that one off either. So some options for ASES Club, and not to mention, their health bars are pretty much sitting full right now, with the exception of Dalo, who did fall in that engagement.
I'm still confused as how the crabs can move. I don't understand how it's possible. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. How can the crabs move?
I can fix that.
Oh, that's cheating.
Magical powers, they just froze.
That's cheating. I was enjoying watching the move. Can you see him on the beach now? Are you looking at the beach? You'll see 2 of them fight. 2 of them have a fight, and one flips the other one over.
That's what they look like they're dancing, and then one kind of flips the other guy. There they go.
Yeah, and then he flips him back. Goes, there you go. You got pooped on. Go back to base and respawn. So, we're still sat in stasis, guys, as you can see. Apologies for the delays here. There's not much we can do about it. There's no point in trying to pause it. Keep skipping through quite quickly. Hopefully, there we go. We're back to live action again as Watchy does find that kill. And we're back in this one as Fenrir comes in trying to clean up, but he's going to get evaporated by Ojo Boom. And as expected, they're probably going to push up for the Phoenix and drop this one down. Maybe they could go for the end.
The respawns are pretty long.
Long enough,
they unfortunately keep ticking down when stasis mode hits, so I was thinking they were a lot shorter than they were. They're going straight for the Titan, and with only Argonaut right now standing between them and victory, Mr. Crunch will be up in a couple seconds, but the Titan health is dropping quite rapidly. The tanking up, backdoor protection's about to drop. The Titan might fall.
Titan is at 40% right now, dropping lower and lower and lower. Poseidon is trying to do his work. Mr. Muscle loves the jobs you hate. Can't do too much here though right now, as he's trying to defend 13%. Archangel's gonna go down. The throw! The throw! The throw! Deicide.
Full on Deicide. They went for the big play, going for the victory, looking for the Titan. It didn't quite work out for them. But the problem remains now. The Titan is exposed, and with that Phoenix down for about 3 more minutes, that Titan health is not going anywhere.
There's an issue. They're going to go for Fire Giant, and they're not very healthy. If Bastet turns up here and bleeds them, they're dead.
Yeah.
If they try the Fire Giant here, she can kill 3 people very, very quickly. They know she's coming though because of that wall placed down though by Athena, which is a smart one. But if she gets dropped, it's going to be harder to kill. Pounce, drops cats,
Catclaw,
Declaw. Not going to find the kill though, but he's keeping them busy and they're still taking the fire.
Fire Giant still at 100% health. It did reset in the middle of that fight. Leaping away, the Kraken spent down as well. Didn't find a kill, but stopped that Fire Giant from coming out. And with respawns coming up right now, Dalo did exactly what he needed to do there. He went in, he didn't find those kills. I'm sure he very much wanted, stat padding. Why the hell not? But the most important thing, the Fire Giant was not picked up by SixSigma. That would have been a nice little boost of stats, a decent chunk of gold for those guys to kind of buy them a little bit more time to kind of turn things back around if they could find a way to do so. But right now, with ASES Club once again going to be in control of this map, and the Titan exposed and very low on health, I mean, this is a very rough spot for SixSigma. They need to make sure they basically keep everybody out of the base entirely. They cannot let somebody sneak by and finish that Titan off or they lose the game.
Well, they're going aggressive in the jungle right now. His Warchi's trying to put the poke pressure onto them a little bit more. They could potentially do Fire Giant here, ASES Club. If this drops, this is probably going to be the game going to ASES Club. It's up to SixSigma to get in here and contest this one. Can they make it in time is the question. Here comes Mr. Muscle leading the charge. They're looking to burst it. It's 30%. It's already down. And now the cleanup crew are here.
Mr. Muscle in trouble. He will fall within that Fire Giant pit as the rest of ASES Club are looking to close in. World Weaver charge does find Mr. Crunchy. Earthshaker not going to hit again. As the Fear No Evil gets dropped down, Mr. Crunchy not going to be buying enough time with that one. Archangel finds that kill, and ASES Club, Surrender coming out. It looks like this is about to be the game here. Steefy trying to get away, not going to be able to do so. It looks like this is about going to be the game here in a second. Hindu as the Titan's not going to live too long anymore.
Not too long at all. Ragnarok gets used. Whirlpool, Kraken, dead Titan. ASES Club find themselves moving on once again to the quarterfinal position where they'll probably be up against either Wolves Esports or Flash Gaming more than likely. We'll find out from that one later. At the moment though, ASES Club looked very, very good in that one. The focus was all onto Warchi, and the rest of the team played that very, very well.
Warchi did.
Warchi was really focused in the early stages, but the rest of the team just like rolled over and caused the issues. Archangel leading the charge with that Vulcan 3, 2, and 11. Not a lot of the greatest stats in the world, but you can see by his damage he was there and thereabouts.
Vulcan's one of those kind of tricky guys. I don't know if we actually saw any Earthshaker damage this entire game. I think everyone was able to kind of step out of it or leap out of it at just right before it hit. But with that said, he's still right in the middle of the pack as far as damage is concerned. He's able to do a lot. The turret can be tricky. You place the turret down. The turret does a lot of damage. A lot of people, I think, don't realize that. You drop one, it gets kind of killed in the middle of a fight. They realize it's there. It gets picked off immediately. You drop that second turret down. It's like, well, we can kill the Vulcan turret, or we can actually, worry about the other 5 gods on the enemy team who are also trying to kill us. The turret gets forgotten, and it just sits the entire time, shooting, doing a lot of overall damage. The Vulcan worked out pretty well this game. They played very well. They were on top of the map, control of the wards getting placed down by both teams. It wasn't just from a lack of vision. Just ASES Club, they got a little bit of a lead. They started grouping up, forcing objective fight after objective fight, and slowly but surely got themselves a nice strong lead, eventually leading themselves to victory.
ASES Club do move on, guys. We'll be right back with the next round matchup as soon as they're in to pick some bands.